Okay, hello, welcome a lot of the podcast teachers. In this screencast, I want to talk a little bit about how to use iTunes. I hope you have already installed the program on your computers, and let's look first at how to find podcasts. Well, here you have a menu on the top bar, you have the word podcast. When you click on it, you will find drop down menu with different categories and options. Let's look at the category of education. Okay, so you will probably find lots of things here that may interest you. Um, okay, I know that some of you have already suggested this in the forum, Listen to English, which I personally like a lot. And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, you simply have to click on subscribe, and then it will download the latest episode. However, you can download the rest of the episodes. 2 or 3 would be a good idea to have a feeling of the type of podcast you are subscribing to. Okay, another option is to go here to the top and you have a search box. Let's imagine that you want to listen to or find some of the podcasts by the BBC, which also someone has suggested. Um, and so you just click BBC Podcast and it will take you to the wide collection of podcasts it offers. BBC Magazine. Um, okay, here you scroll all the way to have a look at all the different podcasts by the BBC. And again, it's very simple. You just have to click on the icon and it will take you to the podcast page. Then click on subscribe and select 1 or 2 or 3 episodes. As you probably remember from the first program in Unit 1, a podcast is usually integrated by 3 elements. The web page or the hosting site with its uploaded, in this case, iTunes. Then you also have a web page where you can find all the information about the podcast. Okay, so let's look now at what the library can offer. Every podcast that you subscribe to will appear in your library. Right now, you're looking at the library that I have for my students. And what I like about it is that you can have an immediate, um, a, a complete look at what has been produced. For example, I know that Enrique here has produced 3 podcasts. I don't usually listen to podcasts on the computer. What I do is I use my iPod and synchronize it, and then I have them ready to go and listen anywhere. Okay, so here you will have, in the same way that I have your podcasts, you can have your students' podcast using Audible. Okay, then let's see. What else is important? Okay, creating a list. Let's look at lista. Okay, you can look at your podcast in different ways. Okay, iTunes U. Your collections, your collections of podcast from iTunes University. Um, as you can see, I have different topics of my choice. Some of them have to do with tech skills. Some others have to do with technology in general. Others with science. I like lots of different topics. And what I like about iTunes University is that it really offers a good variety of solid and tested courses that are available for me and for my students. Okay, so let's just stop now, and then I will take you in the following screencast to my private collection of podcasts. These are the ones that I use for work, for my iPad and for my iPhone. But let me show you the ones that I have for my own joy. Okay, thanks for listening.